I'm here with two former legends.
Where's the bloke?
It's half time. We talk to a bloke about football. Where's the bloke?
Go and get the bloke, love. Go on, get the bloke, love.
Where's the bloke?
Where's the bloke, love?
Where's the bloke?
Get the bloke, love.
Get the bloke, darling.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right. Welcome to what are we? Episode 9 this week.
Episode 9. One away, miresh.
Episode 9. Welcome to Blokes. We've got a new guy in the stew today.
Yeah.
We've alluded to this, man. We've alluded
positively
to this,
and negatively, you can say.
Yes.
The artist formerly known as James, now known as Tommy.
Yeah, FKA James, now Tommy.
Yeah.
He's the man behind our socials. He is a great dude. Very intelligent.
You don't need to say. We don't really know each other that well. It's all right.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I actually don't know you at all.
Not a great guy. You know that.
Yeah, that's true. You do listen to Anus, so you're probably a bad guy.
True. Blue raspberry guys. You know.
I've met a fair amount of blue raspberry guys, more than I can.
Not a great
to
type,
say.
I've heard.
Interesting group of fellas, but hey, we're not here to slander.
No.
So what are we? Today's November 6th. Rough day for Ethan and Miresh. I don't know why I'm speaking about myself in the third person, kind of fucking me, but
I think that's kind of who you've become. I mean,
yeah, fuck. Well, let's get into
we
it.
got a
So,
couple ad deals and Miresh's.
oh yeah, do we have any ads today? Let's roll with the beard oil ad again. You know, just because mine's looking so
You got a promo
thick
code?
and luscious. No promo code yet because Botswana ran him out like 4 weeks in a row.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he said that his UPS guy is getting a little concerned about how many outgoing packages he's got going to Botswana. But they're still sending them, so whatever.
Hey man, as long
all
as
right,
they're
yeah,
paying
so
the shipping. You know.
yeah, no, he's charging like $20, I think, for the beard oil and $30 in shipping to Botswana. So it's insane. These guys love the product.
Coming out in the black, as they say.
Yeah, so buy Chili Wolf beard oil. It smells delicious. It makes your beard shine. It makes it grow. If you want to have a great looking beard like Ethan Camps, buy this product now. He's got the best beard. If you can't see him because we don't have full video yet, maybe this week I'll do full video. Fuck. We can become YouTubers, dude. Don't do that. That's disgusting. Get your flavor.
now you can't do full video after that.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna get marked as like
You're gonna have to tag it in.
some weird
It's gonna be
shit.
flagged. Yeah.
All right, cool. Ads done. Let's dive into. Let's start off with the game of the week, in my opinion. Chelsea Arsenal.
The game of the week.
Game of the week because it was so fucking shit on Chelsea's end.
Can I just come out and say I miss Thomas Tuchel so much? Can I just start it off that way?
They seem like the same coach so far, but yes, please go on about it.
No, I mean they don't. We look so much worse. Just so much worse. It's the same system, sure. But Chelsea, they're pathetic when they have the ball. When they have in possession under Tuchel, they at least would possess the ball in the opposing half and like work the ball forward. They were just pretty much playing fucking hoofball today. They would get it out wide to the wing backs with no support. Raheem's working a fucking double playing wing back. It's calamity.
He's like a single mother. He washes and folds.
Miresh,
Raheem was looking good. I gotta give him that.
Miresh, I said on this podcast, this very show, this very program, weeks ago, I might have been even last week, the jury's still out on Cucurella. The jury's in.
Oh, what do you mean?
The verdict is in. The verdict is in.
Bro's giving out free hugs, man.
Hugging booth.
That guy.
Hugging booth in the six.
That guy's.
Oh man, that guy is.
He almost had a handball too.
Yeah, well,
I mean it.
2-0.
I just don't. I mean, Ethan, from your point of view, like, what did you think was? You guys didn't even control the fucking ball whatsoever today.
No.
Kai Havertz looked like a fucking tank trying to turn around and do shit.
My thing about it is I don't feel like Arsenal had enough quality, chances, whatever.
Were you watching the same match?
I was. It was the very same
Bro,
match.
if Jesus was like 2 inches taller and he put in that header, that would have been one of the best goals I've ever seen live. The tiki-taka to get the ball up there.
Thank you, Miresh.
And then the Martinelli ball in. That was one of the most class things I've ever seen. And I'm so disgusted I'm saying it about this club. But that was insane.
In the words of Ten Hag, please.
Please. Yes, please. That was wild.
Am I missing something here? In this hypothetical world where we stretch out players and they can all of a sudden be taller and make perfect headers at these perfect opportunities, like what are we talking about? Like, yeah, sick. If Kepa was fucking 6'7", United have 0 points against us, and Casemiro is just a crumb bum on the bench again. Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, I know you say XG is a Fugazi stat or whatever, but you can look at that.
No.
Look at that. It was like 2.7 to like 0.4 or something at the end. What was the XG?
Well, my thing is like, they had this great opportunity they missed, and it's like, so that kept us in the game. And I just think
that wasn't the only one.
We're shambles. No, my point is that like, I say, this, that, and then you guys bring up an opportunity where they just didn't score.
I mean,
the real XG, I looked it up when you guys are ready.
Go ahead.
It was 0.24 to 2.38. So I don't know. Like,
no, I'm not. Listen, Arsenal deserved to win.
You created a quarter goal on XG. Like, I can't see how you can complain. Like, where on the field did you succeed today?
I'm not complaining in terms of like, oh no, I'm just saying more so like Arsenal wasn't as like, if we're playing
impressive as you wanted us to be.
If I'm playing a top of the table team, I kind of expected them to throttle us. I said here, this was the first time I was nervous. We got 60 minutes
you wanted a spanking?
And it's fucking, I'm sitting here waiting for them to score, and they only scored.
He's like, why didn't you hit
in the
me?
box holding defenders.
Yeah, Ethan saw that one goal go in, and he was like, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
He's like, "Oh, finally,
Daddy, please."
I didn't want to drop that one, but I was...
A City. Listen, all I will say about it is a City would have beaten that team 4-0 today. That Chelsea team. That was the worst Chelsea performance I've seen maybe in the past decade.
You're so upset that we didn't beat you by more. This is like the weirdest bargain I've ever heard someone do.
No, it's not that I'm upset you didn't beat us by more. I'm saying it was like the worst.
You're like, if you were a good team,
you only beat us 1-0 on a goal that like bounced all the way through and got tapped in on the line.
Ethan, first off, that should have been an Olympico. Yeah, that should have been, and that would have been. I mean, Podolski just got his.
I mean, it doesn't matter either way.
The Podolski goal is the Puskas winner.
Yeah,
stop
Podolski, Puskas. Do you, in a combined 11, what Chelsea players are you throwing in off today's game? Any of them?
No, we were pretty.
Or form. Let's just say form. Form.
I don't think.
I'd throw in Raz. Give Raz his flowers. He did as much as he could out there. Well, he did as much as he could with the quality.
Our best players are fucking hurt. I think Chalobah.
Reese is nasty.
You're saying that if you had a better right back out there, you would have won today? That was the difference you were missing? Alba was fucking shit.
He got his yellow card. He got his 8 touches, and he got the fuck out.
Reece James is like our best player. Am I missing something here?
No,
Reece James is our best player, Miresh.
Yeah,
he plays right back.
I'm just saying that like a right back doesn't change. It doesn't change fundamentally what Chelsea were missing in today's game. Zero creativity in the midfield, and when they had the ball up front, they couldn't do anything with it.
Reece James brings.
How do you? I'm sorry.
He puts in hard tackles. He gets the boys.
I'm sorry. Can you remind me about something, Ethan? What? In order to win a game, what do you have to do well?
You have to score. Yeah, for sure.
And when typically what players score or
for Chelsea, the defenders.
That's all they have.
Not true. I mean, we just haven't had a striker in a while. I think more so my point is that like maybe we keep a fucking goal.
You guys got rid of your best scoring defender.
Bro, you cycled through Werner and Lukaku last year. You binned both of them. Now you've got Aubameyang. At what point is it not the striker's fault and it's just your fucking fault? It's the club's fault.
I don't. So like the club is just that. Like yeah, there's not been. First of all, Timo Werner's slander is absurd. He was worth every penny. Won a championship. Like did his job. Like this is the thing you guys don't get.
Oh my
It's like
God.
yeah, like this past year they weren't that great, so we got rid of them. But yeah,
Timo.
bringing in people. This is the thing. Is like it's not always going to be perfect. It's never going to be always perfect. Like it always comes in waves, especially with Chelsea. Chelsea have down years. This is a down year. You caught me at my lowest. Come talk to me in a year or two.
I mean, I would love
Not
to
all the
spend
big signings
$200 million and be at my lowest in a cycle. Like,
Yeah, no, that's
I
how it
feel
happens.
you though. Like that's great. Like Roman
That's
Abramovich and
literally
Bowley.
how it happens.
I just want. So I've been kind of holding this, but I know how much you hate Pulisic, God, pull a goat, whatever you want to call him. You know, with your American owner, you're fucking like never getting rid of him now, unless it's for like the most money of all time.
Okay. I
Like
mean,
he's
it
not going to
doesn't,
let go
like,
of the captain of
I'm
the
not,
American
like-
team. Are you serious?
I'm not really like that pressed about. Like I just don't like if he gets back into
What do you mean
form, it's like
You wrote
good-
a sermon about him.
Yeah, bro. What do you mean you're just changing your opinion?
But I'm not pressed in terms of like, like
Half
yeah,
of
I
the
said,
reason
like,
we get
get him out me
views.
club, get him out me club. Yeah, I've said that, but that's more of what that's not necessarily tongue in cheek. That's partially true, but I'm not like saying like if we don't exodus this man immediately, like I'm never going to support. Like that happens. Like I've supported many teams that have had players I don't like for God knows what reason. It happens. It just happens. It's
He's
the way
just
of
going to
life.
be stuck to you, man.
Jeez, yeah, you guys are
Then
gonna
so
keep him
be it.
forever.
Then so
It
be
seems
it.
as if you're
Yeah,
gonna
there's a-
take Ruben Loftus-Cheek to the grave with you guys. That guy has been in a blue shirt for how fucking long, and he is one of the worst
Listen,
players.
I'm not gonna sit here and accept Ruben Loftus-Cheek slander. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit
That was
here and accept
dreadful
it.
today.
I've actually never been more horrified watching a player, and I watch Harry Maguire regularly.
That's a lot.
And I've
I
watched
think
Phil
that is
Jones
why.
play.
Listen, I think it's just being like Ruben Loftus-Cheek have never had this high of a match load at Chelsea. He's always been a spot, like come off the bench, maybe spot start in a cup game, the odd weekend type of thing. It's a big adjustment. He's been playing a lot. Conte is hurt. He's been getting into the side a lot. He's really good at dribbling the ball and moving the ball forward with his feet. So
When's he gonna get better? Because next week the gas is you guys have to keep your foot on the gas pedal. You play Newcastle before the break. You want to keep sliding down the table?
Listen, at this point, this is the thing. It's the season's done pretty much. Like that today was like the Premier League season's done. If we get top four, that's somewhat of a miracle. There's too much.
You're conceding the season before the break.
No, I just think.
Well,
I'm just
top
thinking,
of the table,
like,
yeah,
I just
concede
think, like,
that.
there are
But
bigger,
what are you
there are bigger
conceding?
focuses. There are bigger focuses now. Like the league isn't our biggest focus.
But if
We're
you
in the
don't
round
get
of
top
16 in the
four,
Champions League. If we get a good draw in the Champions League, round of 16, that's the thing. We still have quality in our side. There's still quality within the side. Just a matter of getting
if you don't,
fucking
I mean, Reece
click.
James.
Still a new manager who's been appointed mid-season. We just need to fucking get there.
Whose old team just smacked you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. It's not looking good, bud.
It's not looking
I'm not
good,
sitting
man.
here.
So do you need to spend
certainly
$300 million next year? What's the plan?
But Ethan, I also want to understand.
No, I just need to.
Who are you going to get if you're conceding that you might not even make top four and you're saying it's a stretch? Who do you think is going to want to come and fucking play for you? Because that's a problem.
Hold on for a minute. If we're acting like teams spending money on transfers and missing is the end of the world, do you know how many teams spend money on transfers that just flop instantly? What world am I living in right now? Where you guys are acting
most
like,
recently it's just you.
We've spent all this money and lost. Yeah, and then we're going to spend some more and fucking win. That's how it fucking works. It's been working like that for 2 decades now at Chelsea. Pay attention. Gee, 2 decades of winning trophies on the same formula.
I don't know.
I've just missed this cycle of the formula. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where you
I don't remember
where you
this cycle.
sack a
We
really
finished
good coach who's got something great going on. Bring in fucking Harry Potter,
We finished
and then you guys get even worse. I
Mourinho.
don't think
10th
I've seen
and
this.
sacked Jose Mourinho. 10th. We
I
finished
mean,
10th and sacked him mid-season and appointed Gus Hiddink. We will be fine. This guy is not
How many
fine.
cycles have there been? Like, okay, that's one.
I mean, that's the most recent one I can think of. They've definitely gone.
How
through
long
like,
ago was that?
Even like losing Ancelotti, they like every time they've turned over a manager, pretty much.
I just think welcome to the shitty side of having American ownership, and like now you will suffer like the rest of us.
Oh yeah, all of us. Let's go.
Well, that's
Fucking hell.
that is the part. Yes, that could be worrisome.
That is the fundamental change that you've never had,
Yeah.
is an ownership group who will not give a fuck about you because you are just how they make money on the side to fund the teams they give a fuck about in the States.
Listen.
Like the Dodgers.
And you have a tough one with the Dodgers.
Yeah,
At
you
least
have a
we've
tough
got
one, bud.
At least we've got the Bucks, who once Brady's done, they'll stop giving a fuck about those guys for a couple of years.
The Rams won there, so that's cool. I
Rome
think the
wasn't
Cronkies
built
have
in a
actually
day.
paid a little more attention to Arsenal since the Rams won. They're like, okay, all right, now let's focus on you guys a little bit.
Well, I think they recently saw that you guys were top of the table, and they were like, "Whoa, hold on a second! Now you're telling me we
Josh
could
was
maybe
in the
win some."
away. He was in the fucking away dressing room at Chelsea celebrating with them, apparently. Josh Kroenke.
Damn.
And he's
Just
been a
stomping
hands-off
all over
boy
you
for
guys.
years.
Listen. I'm not. The main takeaway now is now I can just stop being focused on the league. I like it's big games, like you still get up for derbies and stuff and playing big teams and stuff, but like, am I
You
really
should have
gonna
I don't
slept in
know.
today.
If you guys don't get up next week, I think Newcastle's going to be tough. Arsenal play Wolves. I think that they'll probably roll
but
right through Wolves.
I don't think like that's a Chelsea.
Wolves have kind of
specific
been a
thing.
boogeyman of us, though.
Wolves have been
I don't know.
everyone's boogeyman. It's tough to play them. Like they play pretty tough in the midfield, but then
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
But
think
I
Wolves
mean,
are very
on
good.
talking about Arsenal, I do have a little bit of remorse for them because in a season where they're having an incredible start to the season, they're going to have to fucking win every game in order to try and keep that top spot. Like City are out here winning 2-1 with 10 men and didn't have Holland out for the whole time. And I know they didn't come back from the deficit, but like I don't know. That's tough. Watching them win with 10 men has got to be tough to watch because you feel like they're finally going to drop points. You're going to create a little bit more separation at the top, and they just can't fucking lose. So I will say I feel a little bit bad.
It's all fun and games until the World Cup break. I cannot wait, Miresh. I said this in the group chat. I cannot wait. Like I sit here at night, I'm like lying in my bed about to fall asleep, and I'm like, the one thing that keeps me going is the thought of like Arsenal blowing
guy's
it after the
depressed.
break and the amount of spin zones that Arsenal fans will come up with to be like, oh, the break fucked us. Oh, of course. This, that, this, the other. And I'm just going to be happy. They're just bliss. Just pure bliss, Miresh.
I mean, we've
Gonna
been
be
saying
awesome.
for weeks that Judgment is coming, and then it never fucking comes. You were supposed to be part of the Judgment package, and the two teams that have been the Judgment package for City or for Arsenal this year have been United and Southampton. Or
Yeah,
who was the other?
Southampton.
Yeah, that's been the Judgment so far.
Okay, we've played
Like,
13 matches.
what do we?
13
What
matches.
else can we? What else?
I mean,
can
that's
we
a third
wait
of the
for?
season, dude. Like,
You could look at any schedule in the Premier League and say like, oh yeah, they should easily win this one. They should easily win
But
that
you
one. That one
are
will
you?
be tough. That one will be a hard game. Like that. But like those
hey,
games pop up
Ethan,
every weekend. There's 25 games.
do you know what the point deficit is right now for you
What, 13?
to Arsenal? I think it's 13. Yeah. In how many games?
Oh, Ethan, did you know that?
13?
Gets the number, but just perfectly right off the top of his head. This thing is a steel
No, I was
trap.
asking if you know.
No, I did. Yeah, and I nailed it right off the top.
Okay, so like you're clearly a little just upset, dude. Like, yeah,
No,
13
no, that
games,
wasn't
but
upset. That was me just like, instant.
I don't.
oh, quick maths.
You know, are
No,
you not? Are you?
I'm not
Are you not at all concerned, Ethan, that this is them with like not a lot of financial support? They are playing with a bunch of young guys. They're going to be in Champions League next year, and then they're going to attract better players to come and play there. Are you not concerned that that's not only just going to make this club better and harder to
Not
deal
at
with if we
all
can't deal with them
concerned.
now?
It's this.
I'm starting
I'm
to
not gonna
sweat.
say not at all.
I'm starting to get
Not at
sick to
all,
my
like,
stomach every
obviously.
night.
Yeah, obviously a good team, or up and coming team on top of the league.
We've just made it's been like a team that we can
But yeah, if
overlook.
they sign, no, if they sign like sick players, yeah,
It's
it'll be a big
it's
threat.
inevitable. Players
But
are
if
going to
they
want to go
spend
play there and be part of this project. And this
Yeah,
is and
no,
it's
for
fucking
sure.
terrible.
No, yeah, for sure. But if they sign the wrong players, it's for shit anyway.
They can miss because
They gotta
their
hit on their
foundation
transfers.
is winning games, is getting the job done. They can miss on a couple guys, but like they haven't been in a situation to sign a big name in like 6-7 years, if not
I would
more.
say
No, it's
shorter
been a
than
long
that.
time.
They've
No,
had-
last time we were in Champions League was 6 years ago.
Okay,
Who's
they've
coming to
signed
us
big
not in
names
Champions
since
League?
then.
Who?
Have they not? I don't have like their
What,
transfer
Pepe
list
for
off the-
fucking 72 million? Like that's
I mean,
Like, they-
72 million is a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, I know. How much did they spend on Maguire? How much do you spend on all yours? We can go down the list.
No, I'm just
Wanna
saying.
start?
I'm just saying. I don't think.
All
that's
I'm
like
saying-
that's not
my-
a problem
my-
of a transfer.
My
No,
initial
because
point
we
was
had
that
so much money because we weren't spending fucking money on anyone.
Okay,
They're like,
but
fucking
then they
buy
got
Pepe.
good.
I don't care.
You're telling me they didn't buy anybody after they went to the Europa League final and got drummed by Chelsea and Baku?
I don't know.
attract anybody?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
so,
I don't have their list of transfers.
I mean,
It's,
I would.
it's
I
not.
was,
It's not a good list.
When
I
they
remember
signed
there was one summer we
Lacazette,
got.
that was when did they sign Lacazette? What was that?
You're high.
I'm gonna say.
Am I thinking too far?
I think that the last
Lacazette
time
was
that
before
like
Alba.
I think the last time that Arsenal was able to attract quality and abundance was since Wenger left. Like he was the last. Like
I mean,
players
before
wanted
then
to come.
even, because he had some pretty
He had some
sus
duds
seasons
at
there
the end.
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a long time. So it's definitely an exciting time to be an Arsenal fan. And Ethan, you're gonna have to come around to it at some point, man. It's like the new fucking norm.
Went to Arsenal in 2017, so 5 years ago.
Yeah, before
Mhm.
Alba.
No,
Went
but
the
5 years.
was
We
the
were
dumbest thing of all
saying
time.
5 years. I said within
Yeah,
the past
okay.
7. That was just
Well,
I don't think that's a big
Yeah.
signing either. Like, where was he? Like,
Oh
on
my
some
god! Oh my god!
European team in France?
That was like the best striker in the world at the time. What are we talking about? He was one of the hottest strikers in the world when they signed him.
The best striker in the world?
One of the best strikers in the world at the time.
I don't ever remember him being lauded like that.
Where? Yeah,
At Lyon.
in France.
Yes. Big signings come from France, yes. He was one of the hottest strikers in the world. Correct.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's pivot over to something that I can be a little bit more vocal about, which was the absolute stinker laid by United today. 3-1. I think my headlines are Leon Bailey downloaded a Neymar fucking package before the match. He's just running around dudes, doing great moves, scoring with his left foot, far side of the net. Absolute beautiful goal. Digne then has the ripper free kick. This all happens within like 5 minutes. United just looked like shit today. And it was just so depressing. And you know what it comes down to? Ronaldo's on the pitch. We will never win an
Captain.
EPL match when he is on the pitch. Yeah.
Captain.
It was so fucking bad. Like, he's captain. Van de Beek's on the pitch, and he's just we're talking about flops in the transfer market. This guy is him and Sancho are 1 and 2. And sorry. The list is Maguire, Sancho, Van de Beek. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my
right
god.
there is like
Donnie. Where's Donnie at?
that's like what 215 to 230 million euros in transfer fees between the three of those guys, and they all stink.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Harry Maguire the most expensive center back in the world at the time?
He still is, I think.
Interesting.
Or most expensive transfer, yeah. He's not the most expensive center back in the world at the market value.
No, just
Yeah.
Yeah, I just meant transfer fee.
Yeah, no, I guess.
Rashford on the wing is like I've talked about it week over week. It's not his position. He plays better up top, and I was talking with this with my buddy British Greg today when we were watching the game. Like, maybe United could try doing 2 strikers up top. That could work, maybe.
Okay, so who would they
run?
What do you
in
Rashford
today's
and Ronnie?
In today's situation, yes, but I think Rashford and Martial could work. They play differently.
Yeah,
When's the
I
last
think
time
that's
he
just
did
a
that?
big.
I don't know the last time they've ever done 2 strikers up top, but like they got to try something else because my thing is when Ronaldo's on the pitch, they do this shit where it's like the fuck it, Ronaldo's down there somewhere. We're just going to throw a bunch of crosses into the box and hope he's going to touch one of them. And it's like he's not that player anymore. Like he scores greasy goals. And like he's not doing anything class anymore, so you can't rely on him.
Yeah, and you're gonna run into the United need a striker, but like who wants to come and like fight with Ronnie for a spot?
No, we
mean?
need an amicable breakup. I hope this news about Messi going to MLS pans out because I think Ronaldo will then join him, and then they can like sell out all the MLS matches. They'll do a farewell tour. It'll be a big old thing here in the U.S. and that's my dream. We have an amicable breakup and he leaves. But, the other disease of Ronaldo on the pitch is like Ten Hag runs a high press tactic. And it only works if every player is bought in. And when Ronaldo lags off everybody and just stands there with his hands on his fucking hips, that just plagues the team. And then the other guys stop fucking pressing. And then it creates so much space for Villa to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do today. And that was another part of the problem. So yeah, I'm really sick of it. We didn't even score a real fucking goal today. We scored on a deflection.
It's an own goal that he got back a few minutes later.
Yeah, as soon as the second half started, he got it back. But yeah, really poor display. To play devil's advocate, first game, new head coach for Villa. They were going to get up for him. But like to suffer the first defeat at Villa Park since 1995, come on, man. But Unai Emery's got our fucking number. It's terrible. He did it in the fucking when he was with Arsenal, we couldn't beat Arsenal. We just drew all the time. And then he goes to Villarreal and we drew through regulation, and then he fucking smoked us. Well, he didn't smoke us. It was just the longest penalty kicks of all time. When we lose there, we just can't beat them.
It's just good to see quality manager back in the Premier League getting wins, making the league more competitive. Personally, that's what I think.
He got to reconnect with Emi Martinez.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Shout
any
out to them.
The two of them hate Man
Good
U so
evening.
much, so they had so much fun today.
Oh, 100%.
They had so much fucking fun. And then the substitution of Ashley Young, I tweeted this, that sprinkle of disrespect was just so intentional. And it was like a, ha, ha, ha. He's like a puppeteer just like laughing down the fucking peasants. Terrible. But yeah, I think, Ronaldo's got to go. This team is not in a good spot. They were on that streak of winning, but I don't know. not very hopeful for the
I gotta
future
ask
here.
Miresh, how was your viewing experience for this? Because you had kind of thrown out that you were gonna watch this game with some villains,
Yeah.
perhaps be in
Yes.
hostile territory. How'd
Yeah.
that
So I
end up
went
going?
to worked out. So I went to the Grafton, which is in East Village. Great pub. What opens at 8:45 on Saturdays and Sundays. And it's not as big as that one that we went to in Midtown, so a
Hmm.
little bit homier. But no, Nick, our lovely Villa fan, sadly had to go to Houston for the weekend to do the man on the street for the Astros dub. So the villains didn't make it, but I did sit next to this old British dude who's a United fan and his cousin who was a Villa fan who was just getting up every time they scored, and I was like, dude, shut the fuck up, get out of my ear. He ended up being a nice guy, bought me a pint after the game, but it was.
Well, you needed it then.
Oh, I did. I was like not drinking because it was like 9:30, 10 in the morning, and then he's like,
And you're
"How
like,
about I buy?" He's like, "How about I buy you a pint? Rough one today, huh, son?" And I go, "Thanks. Yeah, I'll take
thank
a pint."
you.
That guy probably gets
Um,
off for that, honestly. Like giving out pints
yeah,
after a loss, like that's like his dirty pleasure. Like
That's a
he's
classy
going
move.
on.
yeah, it was a classy move. Respect to him. He's like, "See you Thursday." I go, "I'm never fucking coming back and watching. I'm not watching another
No,
game with you. I'm not giving you that satisfaction."
no, no.
Damn.
Um, but yeah, United, they just need to make fucking top four. That's all I'm fucking asking for, because that's the only way we'll get a player, any new quality players. And the whole Bellingham race ends if United don't make top four. Liverpool are considered front runners. He's not
You could win
leaving.
Europa.
Yeah, we're not winning Europa. That's yours to lose.
No, I
That.
wouldn't say that with the quality teams that drop down.
But we have to play through those teams to make it out. So we have to play the
Oh, yeah.
knockout stage
Yeah,
versus
we got a
one of
little
those
skip.
teams.
We got a little skipperoonie.
Yeah,
Barcelona's
because
a Premier League.
I
that
don't
Real,
understand the format anymore. I don't know.
I don't either. But that Sociedad game pissed me off because they just sat there and said, "You got to score too." We don't.
Did you
What
see
a
the ball
Yeah.
celebrating?
Yeah, what a pathetic way to play a fucking match. If you're on the field, you play to win. You don't play
Oh my god, that was funny.
to celebrate after losing. How pathetic is that? That we've
Sorry,
Goal
continue to
encouraged
differential
your
is
this.
a real
top
thing,
four
Miresh. Goal differential is a very real thing.
So fucking pathetic. But yeah, my top four rant. We're not getting anybody. We didn't get De Jong in the offseason because we weren't top four and we weren't playing in the Champions League. We're not going to get Bellingham if we don't finish top four. And I'm reading all these reports about Liverpool saying that they're going to get either the front runner, but he's not going to play for the 8th best team in the Premier League. No fucking way. It's either Liverpool or United finish top four and he goes to either one of those two, or he's coming to City. That's it.
They have a congested ass midfield though. Like their players are already so good. Like,
I know, but they're Thanos. They just love stacking everything.
I think Liverpool
They buy
are
'em.
make such a hard push because they need a center mid. Oh my
they're
god,
not. They're
center midfielder
yeah.
so badly.
That's also
I
like
know.
Liverpool captain, England captain. The history of like the center of midfield, all that shit. Like I don't feel like City players have the biggest tie to like.
Where is
I know, but he can go play with Holland again and go play with Foden. Like, these are his homies. I think it's like
from?
Who, Jude?
Jude.
I don't know where in England.
Starbridge. I don't know where the fuck that is, to be honest.
But yeah, I just
So it's
it's
not
the
like
only
he
way
has
United
like,
will get better is being able to play in Champions League and attract the talent, and that's the only way that you can get the talent anymore. So,
Speaking of talent attraction, how do you think Vlahovic feels right now over at Juventus?
he's been
His
playing
agent
pretty well.
His agent wasn't taking Arsenal's calls.
I was zoning
Oh,
out.
Because he's like,
when
no,
you
I wanna play for Champions Leagues or whatever.
said,
And now
Vlahovic, but didn't they just sign him like a year or two ago? And he's been like their best player.
Well, yeah, he's been their best player, but their team's trash. That's the point.
Yeah,
He said he wanted to go to
No,
a team
but
where he
it's
can
like-
win things.
I think Juventus has far too much pride. to just let their
They
best
just
player
suck
walk and
since
be
Ronnie
dog
left.
shit in La Liga.
Yeah, I mean,
But then
I was
they would be
looking
pathetic.
the gap Napoli has at the top of the table is starting to get pretty daunting. It's just like them and AC, and then it's just like a big drop off.
AC Milan are such like wild
But
team
you
to
see,
watch. It's like
yeah,
Ali G's out there still fucking bagging goals left and right.
well, you see,
Then they got
they're
Rafael
not.
Leao.
They're like nickeling and diming Leao. Like he's like, I want to stay here. You just got to give me a little bit extra coin. And they're like, $1 more, $2 more. And he's like, give me like $1 million, and like I'll fucking stop crying. And he's like, they're like, how about $4? And it's like, just fucking pay the man, or he's gonna go to another place where he easily gets the money. So
Yeah.
um,
I mean, he can go anywhere for real.
but yeah, moving on. Almiron, fellas, he's just an absolute ripper, a
Looking like Grealish.
firecracker. 14
Continues to light the
appearances.
world on fire.
14 appearances in the Prem this year, 8 goals. Quick stat, never has scored more than 4 goals ever in a season in his career. He's now doubled that and is at his best season of all time. He's so fucking class. He celebrates with so much passion. How could you hate him?
Just a happy guy.
He's just a happy fella. He's playing like amazing. And you know, Newcastle's
Trying
also
to stay
just
out of the
getting,
MLS, man.
yeah, but Newcastle's getting it done without like the big money already coming in, and they're doing it without Gucci, and they're doing it without Isak. So like, it's only gonna get scarier. Another
to be
team
fair,
that's
I
going
think
to
Callum
make it
Wilson
tougher.
Callum Wilson was their like best player before they got Isak, so it's like they lose Isak, but they still have Callum Wilson, who is still good for them.
Yeah, but fair.
So
but like,
it hurts,
here's my.
and they're
the third
back.
Yeah, what are they, 4th or 3rd right now in the table? And this is again without ever having Champions League money in a long time, and they're on the verge of maybe getting it this season. And then if they get that plus the Saudi money in this offseason, another team to be scared of who they're going to attract to come play there and restore greatness into the North.
Yeah,
it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, they're 3rd right now,
and they play well. Last
all
thing
of us
from
have
the
a
Prem,
game in hand on them, though.
It's true.
They're at 14. We're all at 13.
Interesting. Last thing from today, Tottenham fucking stink. I was at that same pub and started to watch the first half of the game. And like, what I think I've harped on this. Why do they have so many American fans? Like, if I was an American, well, I am an American. But if I was just getting into soccer for the first time, and why the fuck would I want to watch that? I'd want to watch something exciting. I don't want to watch fucking like Harry Kane running circles trying to set up plays with a bunch of fucking nobodies. Like Emerson Royale might be one of the worst players of all time.
I think it's just like easy bargaining almost to become a Spurs fan. Like it's like I don't want to be a City fan. I don't want to be a fan of a team that wins too much because that'll make me look like a bandwagoner. But Spurs went to a Champions League final recently, and they always compete for top 4. So it's kind of like it's like a safe pick that makes you not look like a bandwagoner, but also you don't like a terrible team.
I just is there like marketing or something going on like where they're finding out about Spurs? Like, I just don't get it.
I think that might be word of mouth. Like they hear Harry Kane, and that's a name they've probably heard before.
You think like one frat bro found out, went like on study abroad to London, bought like a Tottenham jersey, and came back and was like, "Bro, North Side, you know what I'm saying? Like Harry Kane, it's a UK ting." Just ripped off a bunch of this stuff, and then like all of like Sigma Chi at some fraternity was just standing Tottenham, and they were the coolest fraternity, and then it was like domino effect after that.
That very situation has happened. I don't know if it necessarily has had the ripple effect that you would dream.
Yeah. See, this pub was packed full of Tottenham fans. Like all just singing? Like bros. They were just all bros watching fucking Tottenham, and I was like, why? At least like Liverpool's more exciting to watch. I didn't.
Yeah, but you run into the same issues of picking City as like especially if you're getting into it nowish, which a lot of them probably are.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to be like, just right off the bat, I like Liverpool.
Yeah, I guess they like an
Because then
uphill
you get
battle.
shit on. Because Miresh, think about it, Miresh. Somebody comes up to you and starts chirping United as a City fan, and you're thinking to yourself the whole time, this guy has been a City fan for a cup of coffee. He does not have the right to do this to me right now.
Exactly. I've had that exact thought. Like
No, yeah,
handfuls of
but
times.
that's they don't want to be that
You're
guy,
right.
so they're safe. They're like, I'll be a Spurs fan.
Yeah. Where I wanted to, Eric Dyer, woof. Ew. Most salad puts her in. Class finish there. I didn't see the Harry Kane goal because I couldn't bear to watch any more of Tottenham play. But what I wanted to talk about here was I didn't realize this. The guy I was sitting next to at the pub told me about this. Jurgen Klopp has a spree of 7 years at every club that he coaches, and then it ends. And we are in the 7th year of his time at Liverpool. Will it end?
Clock's ticking.
But
Clock's ticking.
to be fair, the other 2 times he leveled up, right? He was at Mainz, 01 to 08, leveled up to Dortmund, 08 to 15, leveled up to
Well, he
Liverpool.
kind of just retired after.
He's not.
Right? He didn't go straight to Liverpool, did he?
No, he went straight
Am I
to
wrong?
Liverpool.
Okay. Who am I
Yeah,
thinking of? Like Pep.
Tuchel. Tuchel did that.
Tuchel.
I'm thinking of
Tuchel
Pep
did that
when
and then went to PSG. No, Tuchel did that.
Pep did it when he left Bayern. I'm thinking of Pep.
But yeah, I don't know. I maybe this could be his last season. He's not like he's leveling up from here. Like he's not going to a Spanish giant. He's not going to like Bayern. This is as big as it gets for him. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But an interesting one to keep an eye on. But that lion pick, have you guys seen the lion pick side by side? So
it's
funny.
beautiful.
I think I look at that like once a day and just like cry laugh. All right. Now let's move into. I had some wild headlines that I wanted to bring up.
Ooh.
So I was reading on our soccer. Argentina's Cup of Champions ended with 10 men sent off. It was Boca Juniors versus Racing. Boca had 7 dudes sent off between like the 90th minute and the 120th minute.
Pretty reasonable.
And I really kind of want to see the footage of what happened. Was there just like a full-on brawl?
It
can you
must have
imagine?
just been
And,
a fight, like just a full-on fight.
Yeah,
and the refs like conferring with the linesman, like, "Oh, who threw this punch? Who threw that kick?" Like,
was this recent or was this like within
Yeah,
the
I think
last
it was.
year?
I think it was this weekend.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Now
Yeah.
is that
Next
is that
headline.
the big one in Argentina? Boca versus
Well, it used to be
Boca
the
versus
River.
Plate.
River
River
Plate.
Plate, yeah.
Now it's, I guess, Racing has made a name for themselves.
Okay.
All right.
Next headline. I want you guys to guess. All right, this player has committed more fouls, 7, than he has had shots on target in the Premier League this season.
It's gonna be somebody absurd if you're phrasing it like that. It's gonna be like a striker or something. No.
Alba.
All right, lock it in for Tommy Alba.
It's got to be a striker on one of our teams. If you're asking us.
Yeah, it could
Mhm.
be anybody.
Well, it could be any strike. I think we know it's probably one of our 3 teams, so that limits it a little bit.
Is it gonna be Kai Havertz?
No, 2
No, he
Chelsea
has a couple
players.
goals.
Is that your final answer? I need you to lock one in.
Yeah. Go on.
CR7. More fouls and shots on target in the EPL this year. What a despicable fucking statistic, man. Ugh.
That's gross.
Ronaldo Stan's going to come at my head for putting that one out there.
I mean, that's not your fault. He did that.
Yeah, I mean that's him.
And
Where do
then
you even
final
go
one.
with that? Like, it's terrible. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think last week or the week before, like he's doing that, and Messi's out there bagging worldies, like ripping them in from outside the box, winning Player of the
Messi's
Month
a hurt
in
boy. Messi's
the
a hurt
Uber
boy.
Eats League. Is he
The
hurt?
boy though might miss the World Cup. Yeah,
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
yeah, we
Well,
got
I think
hurt.
we'll talk about Argentina in our preview.
Yeah, we should get some
Okay.
preview.
But then, last one was Philadelphia becomes the first sports city to lose two major championships in the same day. LAFC, what a game! They
Fail.
won't show that replay of that red card because I think they broke the guy's leg.
Really?
Oh shit!
Yeah, there was
Like,
a red
fucked it
card
up
in that
bad?
game, and yeah, I think they fucked him up bad. Well, like not intentionally, but like
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. It was a red card. But I personally knew that LAFC wasn't going to lose after I saw that Goku tifo and then all the flares. I didn't know U.S. fans could get that wild about anything other than like politics.
It's
Uh,
honestly the West Coast teams get very like the West Coast fans, the fans
Yeah.
of
Well,
like
they've got a
Portland,
heavy like population of
Seattle,
like
LA. They get like those big tifos up. Like Portland does the
They have an ethnic
chainsaw
mix
thing with
though,
the
so it's
tree.
kind of easy for
like soccer
soccer
is
to
like
pick on.
there's a heavy influence of
Well, like
soccer.
Nashville,
Like, I think Austin-
Nashville gets big crowds too.
Austin does too, and they're like a first-year team. I think their merch sales was like #1 in the league.
Same with like Cincinnati. FC Cincinnati had like big fan base.
I think really everywhere outside of the Northeast, kind of
Yeah.
like is big into the MLS.
Everyone loved Atlanta when they came too. Atlanta United was going crazy.
That stadium's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move into World Cup preview. So today we've got 4 groups to get through. Let's start with Group C. Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. What are the predictions, Ethan? Let's start with you.
Well, I think the obvious answer is Argentina to win. No, I mean they've got the most quality in their side.
They got the Butcher.
Mexico.
They've got Emi Martinez.
Yeah, I'm gonna go them one probably pretty easily. Probably honestly gonna get all.
Is Valverde Argentinian or is he Uruguayan?
Uruguayan.
Got it. Interesting. Yeah, I think Saudi Arabia is going to have a tough time in this group, but Mexico and Poland are going to make it tough.
Yeah. Well, Saudi Arabia is one of those teams where it's kind of weird because, like, I think last World Cup they were in the same group as Argentina again, and Argentina didn't score until like the 90th minute. That was when maybe it was Iran. I'm thinking of Iran. It was Messi didn't score until like the 95th minute, so maybe my point is moot. But those type of teams, I feel like they can just scratch and claw their way to like not necessarily good results, but make it uneasy for good teams who kind of look past them.
Yeah. Well, then there's Poland's got Lewandowski, one of the best goal scorers of all time. So.
Yeah. I think go Argentina.
I really don't know how to rate this group. James, you got an opinion?
I mainly just wanted to say that the Mexico away jerseys are absolutely beautiful. I needed to change my pants when I first saw them. I was like, holy Lord above, I want one of these. I wish I was slightly Hispanic so I could get one.
Yeah.
But on betting odds, Poland and Mexico are like kind of the same to qualify. So Vegas is a toss up as well.
This is a tough group. That's a tough group.
I just think
go.
Always find a way to get to the round of 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Argentina, Mexico 1-2. That's my prediction.
Poland 3.
If Messi though, no Messi.
If he misses, I think that's big. That's a big one.
I think they still
think they win the
but...
group. Yeah,
I still think they win the group. Yeah, I agree.
That's a tough one.
I'm going Argentina, Mexico.
I'm taking Poland.
Oh, you taking the walk to Poland?
I have to. I'm taking the walk all the way.
But did you see that?
Yeah.
There's an interview with Yachty this week where he was like, you know, it's kind of funny to me. Like he's like, I just worked so hard on this new album and this one song that I like took me 5 seconds, like blew up. It was like he was kind of like I don't know, like
he just butthurt about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I
didn't he
mean,
like write? He wrote most of Drake's album, right?
did he?
he
He's got
he
writing
has 4
credits on a lot of
production
songs.
features, and he does have writing credits.
Interesting. Well, I just saw he was like, I just worked really hard on like this alternative album that like it was just so like, please pay attention to like this actual art I'm
He's like,
doing
no,
here.
this is my art. I'm
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah. It's
dude, we
like,
want to hear you about taking fucking lean to
yeah,
foreign
dude, tell me
countries,
about
please.
bringing the drugs to Europe.
Tell me, bro.
Play the hits, Yachty.
Next Group D, we've got France, Denmark, Tunisia, Australia. I think this one's pretty easy. I think Denmark
Yeah.
actually could sneaky win this group. Denmark is
Denmark's
pretty
solid.
yeah. I think it's France and Denmark in some pairing get through. I just don't know
Yeah,
who's one, who's two.
I
Because Denmark can
think
sneaky beat all of those teams. They actually just beat France, didn't they?
I always maybe it's just because I think back to like the Tim Cahill days, but like there's something about
Bless you.
What the fuck was that at the end?
You like that noise? It's so weird because like
Someone should
You literally-
screen.
you-
You should
you
you should
literally-
get that little clip.
that's
Yeah, you
like
really
This
threw
is
a
it.
you
that's
threw a
like second
hunya
nature.
on the end of that sneeze.
He did, he
That's
did.
like second nature to me now. It's so funny because I just kind of like to get like my friends don't even think about it. Fuck.
Dude,
But yeah,
if
something
I
about
saw you
Australia.
regularly, I would roast you for that. I am gonna roast you for that.
Yeah, you
Allergy
have
season,
this
you're
right now, bro.
fucked. Yeah. What were you gonna say about France Denmark?
I think Australia actually is not gonna like. I don't think they'll advance, but I think they're like. There's something about them.
So they're
There's
the biggest
something about
dog
them.
on
They're gonna be competitive.
according to Vegas to qualify.
Really.
Yeah, and
400,
that's
nothing too crazy.
that's
But still
for a
worse than
reason.
Tunisia.
Somebody was telling me that somebody is fighting for Tunisia's fucking spot in the World Cup. That somebody was like petitioning FIFA for it to be like,
It's
yeah, these
probably
suckers
Ukraine.
out.
They're just trying to sneak Ukraine into
Ukraine's
the World Cup.
trying to get in so bad.
They can be the underdogs so that the world can rally behind them.
But yeah, France, they've got no Conte, they got no Pogba, as my boy Marcus says. Shout out to Marcus. He says Paul Pogba. He doesn't say it right.
Bro.
But
Yeah,
they're still a
and what-
nasty team. They're like 3
Yeah.
or 4 world
No
class players deep at every position. Like,
No
Okay,
Conte,
who
no
cares?
no Pogba, and they can pull up with fucking Chouameni and or Camavinga instead. They're fine.
yeah, they're
They're so
gross.
Yeah,
fine.
I
They're
based on that Euro performance they had, I think they'll win this group, but
Is Deschamps still their coach?
believe so.
Didier Deschamps? I think it'll be his last
Believe
one.
so.
I think they'll bring in Zidane. I think Zidane's going to be the next coach of France.
I think it's gonna have to be the Benzema show.
Is
Yeah.
Varane back?
He's going to be back for the World Cup.
Okay. So what are we thinking? Him and
I'm
him and
going to
our boy
go.
Willie?
I like France. I'm going to go France 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's an
I'll
easy
sign
bet.
off on that. Denmark had a good Euros too, despite Christian Eriksen dying on the field.
France kind of plays around in their group games though, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
they'll
They'll
get
qualify, but-
experimental.
France, there's just those fuckers. Who the hell did they lose to in the Euros?
They lost to some bombs in the Euro group, I swear.
No, they
Let's see.
lost fucking in the round of 16, those fuckers. I can't remember who. And Fraud Bay fucking missed a pen.
Mbappe pal.
I off the top of my head.
So do we feel comfortable about France 1, Denmark 2, or do you
I'm
want to
very
make
comfortable
Denmark?
Yeah,
about
yeah,
them winning this group,
yeah.
but boy, oh boy, do I think that they're kind of fraudy and they're not going to win. I think they're.
I don't think they'll win the World Cup, but I think they'll win the group.
The thing is, they'll end up getting a decent matchup if they win the group in the second round. They'll end up playing Mexico or Poland, if we're right. So maybe they will get to the quarterfinals, semifinals, based off of matchups.
Yeah. Next group is Group E. We've got Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica. That's a tough fucking group for Japan and Costa Rica because I think that's an easy Spain, Germany through.
Japan's a good team.
I'm
He doesn't rate
I'm
Spain. What do you
kinda
got?
out
Coming
on
with some
What do you
Japan
got?
BS.
I'm kind of out on Spain.
What?
Like out. Spain stink. Like they stink. They stink. They're a boring fucking team to watch. They have no attackers. They're terrible. They're terrible.
Whoa, how-
If I had
I
to
mean,
go,
every
if I
tournament, a big team drops. So is this your team this year?
well, Spain weren't good in the Euros.
No, they
So,
weren't.
you think Germany?
Germany was clearly terrible too in the last tournament.
No, but I think the Germans have more quality in their team. Like
who
they
are they bringing? Like who are they going to bring?
Sane's
Like
be coming in form. They're going to be bringing Gnabry. Kai Havertz is probably going to be the striker. Take that as how you
I
may.
think Werner might be injured if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
he is
Werner
injured. He
just got
fucked up. He just fucked up his Achilles.
That
Isn't
sucks.
it? Oh, Nkunku's French, right?
Nkunku, yeah. He's
Yes,
French.
I believe so.
Uh,
I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this statement. I'm probably going to end up betting the Germans to win the tournament as like plus
Musiala will
800.
probably play his ass.
But I'll probably just end up
Musiala.
sprinkling it because I think like people are going to write them off somewhat, but they're still good enough. Like I don't think
Are we
there's
talking
anybody
Germany?
who's like yeah,
he's
Germany.
talking
I don't
Germany.
think there's anybody who's like head and shoulders better than them in terms of squad quality. Their defense
France.
is going to be
in
rock
terms of
solid.
I was going to say in terms of quality, I think France has
No.
something to say about that.
Their
Yes,
defense is going to be rock
we just got done
solid.
saying
Their center
we
of
just
the
got done
park's
saying
gonna
that
be
France
rock
have like
solid.
3 or 4 deep
And then
at
we
each
also,
position.
okay,
I
but
can't even
Germany's
think of.
gonna have their starting fucking center midfielders. They're gonna have Gundogan. They're gonna have Kimmich. They're gonna have good. They're gonna have Goretzka. They're gonna have good center midfielders. They're gonna be a good
I
team.
forget about all these guys. Who's
Yeah,
their
'cause
center
they're
backs?
great.
They're going to have.
It's gonna be Rudiger.
Rudy.
And I don't know if Hummels has been playing. I don't know. The second center back situation, I don't really know. Maybe Schlotterbach back or something like
They
that.
are. Yeah, Schlotterbeck from Dortmund.
Yeah, someone like that maybe. I don't really know what their second center back situation is, but they have.
They could be
they
sneaky
have
good.
Rudiger.
And the thing about the Germans are they're so physical and fucking strong. They like
They're
man
fucking
some of these other
robots,
teams.
man. They'll have Thomas. Actually, I don't know if they'll have Thomas Muller, but I would love to see Thomas Muller out there. I love him. I've said on this very
And then they've
program, one of the
got
most underrated players.
yeah, and then there's who in goalie they've got either
Ter Stegen, Trapp, Neuer,
yeah, they're fine.
whatever they want.
That's the thing is I don't remember which Normans have retired from the national team or not. I don't know if Neuer is still kicking.
Okay,
around.
so in defense they got Sula, Ta,
Sewell's been good.
Klosterman, Rudiger, Ginter. Yeah, I mean pretty decent. Golsons,
I think the
Hendricks.
biggest
They got
question mark on
guys
their
who are
team-
playing in the big leagues all over the place.
Their biggest question mark is center forward, which is going to end up being Havertz by default. But like their wing play is going to be good.
Yeah, Werner being hurt is
Sane Gnabry is not bad wing play. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's what I'm saying. I said that. I said they're going to have good.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Oh yeah. 100%.
No. Sane's been one of the best wingers in the world.
Sane's disgusting right now.
But I think
right,
the
so-
Germans are a sneaky shout.
so you think Germany to win the group,
I think
and
Germany
you think
to win.
you think
and I'm gonna say a cheeky Japan too.
Tomiyasu,
I'm not.
Arsenal boy.
Yeah, I want
Daichi
that
Kamada,
jersey.
Eintracht Frankfurt,
I want that Tommy jersey,
the blue
that
one.
origami inspired blue one. It looks so sick.
Yeah.
And you can call me Tommy if it's Tomi and my boy Takahiro.
But I'm gonna go for a cheeky Japan too. It's gonna be similar to like in 2018. Nobody thought that South Korea would beat Germany. South Korea got out of that group. No, did they not? No, they ended up just spoiling Germany's party, or did they make it out? I forget. But I think like it's a similar type situation.
I just don't think I rate Spain a little bit better than you do.
But like, if we were to talk about
Spain's got the young
same
guys
way
coming up.
if we just talk about
Gavi,
Germany,
Pedri, Ricky
but that
Puig.
might also hurt
Fati.
them.
Oh, I forgot Ansu Fati is Spanish. Then they've got. I don't know if they'll bring Ramos. Probably
No, I
not.
don't
They
think
bring
so.
in.
PK's not
They bring in
playing.
Ferran.
Their center backs are going to be like
Pau Torres.
Pau Torres.
You think they'll bring Jordi Alba?
I wouldn't be surprised if like Cesar Azpilicueta played center back for them or something like that.
Speaking of which, today he was getting
Yeah.
He's an old
toasted
man.
by Martin.
He's an old man, over 500.
You're like, let him
appearances for the
lie.
club. I mean, he was thinking about leaving the club this summer out of 3, but we convinced him to stick around because he's the fucking captain. It happens.
You know what?
Happens when Reese gets hurt.
I'm gonna go Germany 1. I'm gonna join you. I'm thinking about this. I think Japan's gonna sneak on through because they play well.
Yeah.
And
they
play well.
Cup.
And the one thing I'm forgetting about here is I'm just rating surely based off quality. These smaller countries, this thing fucking means something to them.
This means a lot, 100%.
And I think they're going to come through. They're going to play.
Is such a.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go Germany 1, Japan 2. Spain's going to be my flop of the tournament. Book it. Book it. Put the graphic up. Put the fucking graphic up.
It's going to be such an egg on my face when it's like, oh, these young bucks of Spain are running wild and Spain are through to the semifinals or something like that.
Yeah.
A playback of this clip where we're like, oh, yeah, Japan.
Yeah, we're going to be fucking.
I mean, and to be fair, Costa Rica even in 2014 made a little run in the
Don't fucking give me any Costa Rica bullshit. They're not doing anything in that group.
I'm just saying, they made a little run in 2014.
They're not doing anything in this fucking group.
Tied for the furthest a CONCACAF team has ever gone in the World Cup.
Nah, they ain't doing shit in this group. I think they'll actually go 0-3.
No points.
No points. I don't think they take any points here.
Much like F. The U.S.
Yeah, I don't think the U.S. is going to get it. We talked about that one.
Yeah, we're just fucking with you.
Group F: Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. That's a tough one. Morocco's got some sneaky players.
This is sneaky. My favorite group in the entire tournament.
Croatia's gonna win this group.
Like,
no, I don't know.
200.
Fuck.
That's plus 200 if you want it.
That's so tough because Belgium are so good, and Belgium are a lot of people's picks to win this World Cup.
Yeah.
See, I think Croatia are very good. I think they very clearly played their peak to the peak of their powers last World Cup. I don't think they can replicate that. I think it kind of showed in the Euros once they play a team like a Belgium who has just like stars on the field. They kind of get overrun, and they don't have the quality in attack to make up for it, or really the quality in defense to stop it.
Yeah, the thing about the Belgians too is that they don't like each other.
Though the Croatian center of the park is so. Oh, you were talking about Croatia. No, you got saying Croatia is just not that great. Modric, Kovacic,
Perisic, Rakitic, every titch.
Except for the one.
They play well together. They went on that run last time.
Well, listen. The reason this is my favorite group in the tournament is because they have the bottom of the two teams that are supposed to be the bottom of the group are fucking good. Canada is good, and Morocco is good.
Yeah. I mean, the qualification odds for all of them are, nothing's too high. So,
here's the other thing about Croatia is they have Dua Lipa. That's something we're not taking into account right now.
Do they?
Yeah, she's Croatian.
I was about to say that is outrageous that Dua Lipa is Croatian. I feel like I never would have guessed that in a million years.
I used to work with this Croatian girl, and she was like big into Dua Lipa, and then she said it was because she was Croatian. So she's either told the best lie of all time, or I'm just super.
No, I believe she's Croatian to us, no matter what.
Where
Yeah,
do you guys
she's
stand
our
on
Croatian mascot.
where do you guys stand on the Croatian kits? Not these ones specifically for this World Cup, but
Oh,
just as
the red and white checker marks.
yeah.
I think they're pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say they're solid. I don't think they're elite. I don't think
No, I don't
they're
think
They're
they're
like
elite.
they're kind of like Maryland's football jerseys. Like they can look
Yeah.
kind of sick because the flag's kind of sick, but
Yeah.
or they can just be like, oh fuck, man, they don't
The
look
one
good.
this year looks like kind of an incomplete checkerboard because they just kind of left squares out in places, and it's like
Some of these kids look so tragic this year. I can't believe it. Like the
all the
U.S.
Nike
is
ones.
just one.
Yeah, the Nike ones are bad. Adidas ran away with it.
Yeah,
This
100%.
group though, standing wise,
Belgium.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going Belgium.
Gotta go
I'm going Belgium, Morocco. I'm going Belgium, Morocco.
okay.
You're siding with the Moroccans. Okay.
Who's
okay.
who's the Hakimi? Hakimi's Moroccan,
Hakimi.
no?
Ashraf
Hakimi is
Hakimi.
Moroccan.
Yeah, 100%.
Hakimi.
Hakeem Ziyech is
Ziyech.
Moroccan, but I believe he
Yeah,
retired
Hakeem
from
Ziyech.
international. I believe he retired from international football.
Oh,
Doesn't
fuck
matter.
that.
There's a regen in there somewhere. Then don't worry
Yeah,
about
exactly.
I didn't know this. I wasn't privy to the Ziyech. I thought him and Hakimi were going to go brazy at the cup. I'm going to remove that and go.
it. Just because
I just.
Hakeem?
Yeah, I mean, there's only two fucking guys I know on the team. So if 50% of that's not there, I can't stand them.
No.
Is Alfonso Davies hurt? I just
Well, he's
saw something about
Canadian.
him.
Yeah,
Well,
his
yeah, he's in
heart's
the group.
broken.
Yeah,
His heart's broken. He lost his fucking baby to his fucking NBA.
To some fucking MLB
motherfucker.
player.
Oh, MLB even worse. Those guys.
I think he's on the Mariners.
He won the home run derby.
Fuck that guy. I commented on her photo. I was like, fucking Mia San Mia. Everyone was commenting like, Alfonso better. It was so funny.
Damn. Yeah, so he's out with a broken heart. So Canada's gonna have a tough go.
So what are you going to switch that Morocco pick to, Miresh?
I'm just gonna go to Croatia. I'm gonna default down there.
Okay.
I think Canada and Morocco are gonna be tough, but I think Croatia's got talent at every position.
Yeah, that's the
as
thing.
opposed to these
Now
other
that you
guys.
say, I'm thinking about it like that, where it's like, yeah, it would be fun to be like, oh, Canada, oh, Morocco, but then it's like, just in terms of
It would
like
be
actual, it's
nuts.
fun to say that until I'm watching Luka Modric like spray a fucking 60-yard pass in my face.
You have to remember he is one of the best midfielders of all time.
Yes.
And
The man
Watch
throwing
Mandzukic come
Messi.
out and just bury one.
Oh my god.
That would be
There's no way that fucking guy is still kicking, is there? He comes out.
I don't know, dude.
He
All those
scores the
old
goal and does
Bayern
the
strikers
celebration.
played forever.
Like the little fucking behind the ears. Oh my god, what a fucking cunt that guy is. Fuck that
Close
guy.
up, he was like, fucking hell.
Well, Close is the World Cup top scorer.
Gomez did too. Gomez played old as fuck too.
Yeah. All right, I'm going Belgium, Croatia.
I mean, it's hard not to. Yeah, going Belgium. Croatia.
I'm gonna go Canada.
I'm not.
Fuck it.
All right,
Okay.
so
Fuck
all right,
it.
so
I'll go
recap
Canada 2, Croatia 3.
You're going Canada?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Canada.
Oh,
right.
can we do? Let's guess all four. Go through the groups. B. Who do you got? Third and fourth place.
For Group F?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do Morocco 3, Canada 4 because Alfonso's broken heart.
Alfonso also had a leg injury, apparently. That's what I was thinking about. But he will be back for the World Cup. Belgium, Croatia. I'm going Canada, Morocco because I want Alfonso to go crazy.
Revenge tour.
And shout out Canada.
Damn.
I can see him pretty close by, honestly. So,
bro, he's
This
gonna
is gonna
show
be
up.
the
He's
World
gonna
Cup.
show up. He's gonna show up to the World Cup. He's gonna have listened to her loss like 17 times on the fucking flight.
ooh.
He's gonna be so
Shout out
fucking
Drake.
angry. He's gonna be so
Fellow
fucking
Canadian.
angry. He's gonna hate women. He's just gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking ball out with the fellas. I'm gonna score some goals. I'm gonna be fast as fuck.
Ooh.
It's a great country to
I
hate
did
women
not
in.
equate into my prediction. Drake is going to be all over Canada this World Cup.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh, they're done for. I'm all right. Croatia too. Give me Croatia too. Canada 3 in that case. No, I'm serious. I've only just equated that. There's no way they fucking do anything.
Yeah. But hey, that album was gas.
It was a good album.
Start to finish, front to back, back to
Wasn't
front.
too long.
Are you saying no skips, Miresh?
No, not a single fucking skip in there. When I heard the beat drop on not only Rich Flex and then what's the second song? What's it called? The Major Distributions. When I heard the beat switch on that, I was making the stank face, and then I heard the grunts, and I was like, oh god, it was just insane. It was insane. It was an out of body experience.
Not the stank face.
I started throwing shit I was in my bed. I just started throwing shit everywhere out of a middle mosh pit. I was going nuts to that. It was amazing. You can't tell me that was.
Didn't appreciate that.
You can't tell me that wasn't one of the best albums of the year.
No, it's fire.
It was very good for sure.
Yeah.
Still got to get going through it though. Got to do some more.
Yeah.
Do some more research into the bars. See what he's really talking about. See who's really calling out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
throwing a lot of shots at the girls.
He went straight
liking that.
Well, I think this was like that part of his. This is my my perception of the albums and what they meant. You know, you had the Certified Lover Boy bullshit where he was in love and whatever. Then he clearly is now going through a breakup transition. He goes into Honestly Nevermind. He starts doing white people drugs. He's in clubs listening to music he hasn't listened to before, and now he's experimenting with it. And he's having that kind of experience. And then he goes into this Her Loss, where he's like, nah, fuck all y'all. I'm the fucking man. And that was the trilogy there. They all intertwine like that. They tell his story in that way. That's my take.
I've been seeing a lot of memes about the sparsity of 21. How it's just a Drake album with like 21.
It wasn't it was no like What a Time to Be Alive where they're like trading verses. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's a lot more of like Drake featuring 21 type of songs.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't as much of a collaborative album. It was no Huncho Jack. It was no
number one song on the album, Rush. If you had to tell anybody one song to listen off the album, what is it?
No, it's on BS.
Okay.
I might be Back Outside Boys still.
Back Outside Boys was tough. The Yachty on there is great. I fucking love Major Distribution though. That's also, I mean,
I'm trying to remember which ones I added to my playlist.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is officially our longest episode of all time, so I think we should spare our listeners just our.
Wait. I have a very interesting question.
Oh yeah.
What is this shit about an arm tattoo in our notes here?
Oh yeah, I'm teetering the line of getting a forearm tattoo.
Okay.
And I'm being a real big pussy boy about getting it. I can't commit to it. I've like DM'd my artist like 4 times.
They probably
Which part can't you commit to?
No, she loves me. She's done like 4 on my arm, so but yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm like, I don't, it's like once you have one on your forearm, it's like there, you know what I'm saying?
Every short sleeve shirt you ever wear.
I know. I just like gotta go and do it. Fucking Terraini always bullies me into getting them, so I'll hang out with him one day.
What's in the drafts? What are you thinking about putting on there?
I know exactly which one it would be. It would be this tiger. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be more Indian?
Yeah, exactly. No, I just think it looks pretty sick. I like tigers. Now everyone's going to think I'm a fucking idiot the way I'm describing why I want this tattoo. It looks fucking sick and I like tigers.
It looks sick.
I look sick and I like tigers.
I fucking love tigers, bro.
That boy, he loved tigers.
Man, if I know anything about miresh,
Damn, they've been saying that. That kid fucking loves some
that
damn
kid
tigers.
loves a tiger.
You take that boy to the zoo, holy shit.
Sheesh.
Yeah, no, so I'm teetering that, playing it out.
Ethan, what
We'll
about
see.
you getting any tats soon?
No, I'm a tatless man. That's would add to, I don't know if it would add. Well, it would certainly add, but just by literal.
Dude, you would look
definition, by
like
image.
you would look like a Hell's Angel with tattoos. You look so sick.
I am.
Some like patchwork down his arm.
You're already the most intimidating man I've ever met in my entire life. So if you added tattoos, it'd be curtains.
You're just another on the list, Miresh. You know, people that have told me that. What I want to make one quick statement. I nearly forgot about this. Before we end, just real quick. The Jets are the best team in football. That's literally the only statement I had to make. That's it. That's the statement.
Did God's work today, man? You beat the Bills.
That was incredible.
Listen, God paid. Listen, it works in mysterious ways. What goes around comes around.
God
whatever you
did.
want to think. God, whatever, some other force, whatever. Something worked in my favor. They were like, Ethan, you got to wake up at 6:50.
They didn't believe
this
in
morning.
us.
You got to wake up at 6:50 this morning to watch top of the league Arsenal play Chelsea, who just lost 4-1 to Brighton. That's gonna be fun. We lost. I fucking wanted to shoot myself. Didn't even have coffee until after the game. Terrible. And then, I texted our group chat. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be the worst day ever because I have to go watch the Jets.
Bills. You
said
the
Bills.
You said your words. The Bills are going to pound us like a drum.
I
I
did
think
say
you said
that.
something like that.
Boy, was I wrong. And I couldn't have been more
I was
glad.
watching it and I was like, I'm not going to text the chat because I don't want to jinx it, but like,
No,
that
you couldn't.
That last defensive stand, like they looked convincing.
Very.
It was
Josh
like they
Allen
pushed
decided
the-
to throw the ball twice right to the Jets. That was cool. Very nice of him.
Yeah,
Very
very,
courteous.
very nice. You guys,
Speaking of NFL,
fucked up his arm at the end too.
He did.
got to give a shout out to the Lions.
Oh my
They
god, they
Beat
won.
the Packers.
Oh yeah, they beat the Packers.
Lions beat the
Yeah.
Packers
Oh, that was-
15-9.
That was
Absolute
Aaron
stinker.
Rodgers handing the
3
ball to
Aaron
the
Rodgers
Lions.
interceptions.
Do you
Aiden
see that
Hutchinson
stat
said
line?
it was his first interception of his career. None in high school, none in college. First time he ever picked anyone off as Aaron Rodgers in the fucking NFL. That's pretty
insane.
dope. Shout out to him.
I mean, that play call was
Um,
one of the worst
you see
play
that-
calls I've ever seen in my life.
But did you see the stat line about Aaron Rodgers? That he has
what, that
never
he fucking sucks?
he's never thrown a pick against a division team until this season, and he's thrown like 9.
Because all that ayahuasca, bro, he threw up in his pants on his bed. And
That's so tough.
now he's all fucked
for
up.
him that like
Yeah,
after
he-
comes
he
out
looks
as, like,
lost
this drug
out there.
guy. That's
yeah,
so
he's like,
tough.
oh, I'm a drug guy now. And then it's like, dude, why are you
That's
losing
so
to the
tough.
fucking Lions? Dude?
Because that's
No,
what
dude,
people
you're
are gonna
a
remember
football
forever
guy.
now. They're
Holy
gonna remember
Christ,
him
that
as
was
like the
embarrassing.
guy who was like so good, and then the one year he took ayahuasca, he was terrible.
I almost texted you guys. I was like, guys, this line's fucked up. -3 on the Packers. Hammered the Packers. Like, this is fucked. And I fell asleep, like, after I, like, hit the gym after the game, and then I came back and just fell asleep. My mom woke up, and she's like, the Lions are winning. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, thank God I
Damn.
didn't give that pick out, because that would have been a bummer.
Damn.
Packers are done and dusted, man.
Packers are dusted.
I'm never a big text during game guy when my team's winning, because the last thing I need
I'm not
is
texting
people to
anyone.
have receipts. The last thing I need is for people to have receipts. That's the
I
last
texted
thing.
my boy from Green Bay like 3 hours after the game. Like, I gave it time. Or no, he's actually in Minneapolis, but he's a Packers fan for whatever reason.
I'm a big spill my guts throughout the entire game. I just tweet like a little girl crying about how my team sucks and how my life.
You do it when you're
existence
losing
is
a lot
pathetic.
more than when you're winning.
Yeah, I don't like to gloat because
Yeah,
victim
then
mentality, Miresh.
then there's receipts. I can't have those out there when I'm like talking all high and mighty. Then we like lose 3-2 to some fucking shit team, which happens too
Your
much.
best your
too
best
often.
takes come when you're piping mad after a loss. I've long said.
Oh yeah.
It's when
all right.
juices really get going.
I'm here with two former legends.
Where's the bloke?
It's half time. We talk to a bloke about football. Where's the bloke?
Go and get the bloke, love. Go on, get the bloke, love. Where's the
Where's the
bloke?
bloke?
Where's the bloke, love?
Where's the bloke?
Get the bloke, love.
Get the bloke, darling.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.